Hey, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today I'm going to show you my sketchbook that I recently completed. This is the Handbook Square Shaped Sketchbook, which I got off of Amazon. My main goal for this sketchbook was just to get comfortable with using it mainly. I tend to get really intimidated with the blank pages, so I just went all out and crazy in this one. You're gonna see a lot of like messy and out of proportion drawings in here, but I honestly had so much fun using this sketchbook. So without further ado, let's get started. We have some more stickers right here, and then we flip to the first page, and that's where the magic starts. I just used this random page here just to test out all of my materials. I went on the Chicago Metro for the first time in my life, and it was a really fun experience, so I just documented it with a pen. That's my little sister, and that's my cousin. He told me not to draw him, but I drew him anyway. I try to do some more like scenic sketches, but I definitely need to practice that more. This was the airport in Istanbul. And then we have my JoJo drawings. You're gonna see quite a lot of JoJo art early on in the sketchbook because I am really obsessed with that anime. We've got Jotaro and Dio, and I actually thought I was like the next Picasso for this because I was so proud of the results. I did these with Prismacolor pencils and Sakura micron pens. Then we have all the Stardust Crusaders because I was watching Stardust Crusaders when I started the sketchbook. We have the gang here. I messed up Jotaro's skin in Kakyoin's. It looks kind of ashy, but you know, it is what it is. I think Joseph looks okay here. We have a whole page dedicated to the King of Cherries, Kakyoin. I laughed so hard in that one episode where Kakyoin was possessed. Like, that was so hilarious. I love JoJo. I did this with pencil and highlighter. Then we have Skyward Sword Link. I did this with watercolor, and then I realized that the problem with this paper is that the color tends to sit on top rather than sink into the paper, and I also couldn't really blend really well. So as you can see, I kind of struggled with that, especially with his lips. Link looks like he's rocking a Maybelline color or something like that. This is my OC right here. I just drew some fun facial expressions. You're also gonna see a lot of OC art and scrapped character designs later in the sketchbook. We have Lisa from JoJo, Akira, Ash Lynx. I did this with Prismacolor pencils and a highlighter. I forgot to draw her hand. I just did this with markers, and the markers completely bled through the next 3 pages. So I just tried to draw him on the back. I just used like the remaining marker residue to just test some acrylic paints that I had on hand. And I got this brush pen thing and I was testing it out, so I tried to draw Yukako from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamonds Unbreakable. It was also Kakyoin's birthday, so in honor of that, I tried to do like a whole page dedicated to him. So there's a little like sketch of Chibi Kakyoin, and then we have a cherry birthday cake, and Kakyoin wearing a very cute party hat. I never finished her character profile, as you can see. I did this one sketch of my mom and I blocked it for privacy reasons. But we have the pink-haired girl from Diamonds Unbreakable. I forgot her name. I don't know why I forgot her name, oh my gosh. But I'm really proud of how it turned out. I used a different outlining technique. So instead of using a black pen for outlining, I used a red pen for certain parts of the body, such as like her clothes and her eyes. And I think that turned out really well. I had so much fun coloring her hair especially. Another blank page. We have some more sketches I did during a road trip. Some OCs here, and then we have Kakyoin again. I guess he's one of my favorite JoJo characters. Here's a watercolor painting I tried to do when I went on vacation. This was a view outside of the cottage I was staying at. Some more webtoon characters that I tried to design but never worked out. I did another entry thing when a storm hit and I was alone in the cottage with my siblings. It was kind of a scary experience because the power went out and my parents were out, so I cried about it right here. Some more random pencil sketches. I lost my sharpener, so they look quite rough. but I slapped a watercolor painting of Shore from Banana Fish here, so I guess it looks okay. This whole page was dedicated to Ash's birthday from Banana Fish. I think I did this with marker as the base and then I did color pencil. I have no idea, but I had fun drawing this. I tried to recreate the Target edition of Olivia Rodrigo's Sour, but that did not really work out. I did marker and color pencil, and Olivia Rodrigo looks more like Wednesday Addams here. Another webtoon character that never made it, but she's supposed to be a rock/metal musician or something. I have no idea. Ignore this page. My little sister used my watercolors and she tried to do a whole painting here. But I did this whole page when I first started Golden Wind. We've got Giorno, we've got Bruno. They made it so over dramatic for like no reason at all. So I of course had to draw this right here. We've got Koichi from Golden Wind. His character design completely changed, so I of course had to draw him. And then we have a little Giorno that's peeking there. Some more random sketches. I did like some sketches here because I was bored. So I tried to draw Melanie Martinez as a JoJo villain, and then I drew her stand, which was very heavily inspired by Death 13. I also tried a different technique here for the colored pencils. I tried to design an OC stand in the JoJo universe. So we've got a chicken with a stand. He pops out evil eggs and I guess they kill you. I have no idea. I did this page before the first week of my university. And I was just kind of documenting my anxiety, I guess. I embarrassed myself in front of the admissions council on call, so that was a horrible experience. I found a JoJo washi tape at a shop and I just ripped out like the characters and put them here. And then we have a very unsettling image of a certain somebody pouring dubious liquid. My cousin thought this was Billie Eilish. I did this with acrylics. This is Davy from Never Have I Ever season 2 or season 3 because I stopped catching up with the show. But I was really proud of how this turned out because acrylic paint is not really a medium that I'm comfortable with. Then we have Doppio and Diavolo from Golden Wind. I of course had to do a whole watercolor sketch because they're my favorite characters. I actually did this Nezuko painting like a really long time ago. I found some like random cutouts and I just pasted that here. We have some more Doppio. What a crazy show. I never finished this, but this was supposed to be the dude from the American Beauty, American Psycho album by Fall Out Boy. I did like the underpainting and stuff, but then I just got sidetracked. So you'll never see a finished painting of this. I don't remember what medium I did this in. I think this was acrylic paint and pen. I think Stone Ocean was coming out around the time that I made this.
You're gonna see some Stone Ocean art later on because I was really hyped up for the Stone Ocean anime. Netflix totally killed the hype for Stone Ocean, but that's a story for another time.
An old Polaroid painting I did of No Face and Chihiro from Spirited Away. I was designing some school uniforms for my OCs here. We have some more sketches. I drew Risotto, Mista, and Bruno. My little sister painted this again. She actually painted Bruno in this one, and she also did Risotto's hair. My mom gave me like this super cute note, so I had to put this here. That's my webtoon character that I never got around to doing. And then we have more Stone Ocean characters. We have Hermes, we have Jolene. I did these with markers and I really experimented more with using different color markers. Well, you can see some hints of pink and orange for Jolene. I drew the Stone Ocean squad as Animal Crossing characters and I might turn these into stickers in the future. They just look so cute. We've got Jolene, Hermes, FF, NSW, and Weather Report. Oh my gosh, they're just so cute. I never finished Stone Ocean though. This was another acrylic painting of Mikitaka from Diamond is Unbreakable. Mikitaka is one of my favorite minor characters from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He's just amazing, man. I did some sketches of my cousins here, but I covered their faces for privacy reasons. And then we have Risotto from Golden Wind. I eventually developed a crush on him. But here he is. Here's Risotto. Just some more random stuff that I glued in here. That's a receipt, some more stuff. I think that's a wall sample. Then over here, you're gonna see the beginning of my dilemma, and that's the fact that I don't know how to draw men. Whenever I try to draw men, they end up looking really androgynous, so I tried to draw Stardust Crusaders Jojo and Jolene try to make them look more different, if that makes sense. I think Jolene's was much easier to draw. I had to follow like a drawing tutorial or something like that for Jojo. I did these with copic markers, but they were drying out, so that's why face doesn't look blended that well. More random stuff and more random sketches. This drawing was inspired by that one magazine cover of Rohan Kishivi. I really like her outfit, but bro's waist looks so snatched. Like, who is she? Why is her waist so skinny? If you have watched YouTube during the golden era, you can probably recognize who this is. Some more OCs. I think these are supposed to be the bad girls at school or something. I have no idea. But here they are. They have their own little band. I drew the breakup song girl and I messed up her blush, so she looks like she scribbled a pink highlighter all over her face. I drew my favorite brand of apple juice, and I have my 3 OCs. They don't have a name. I drew the alternative trinity from Golden Wind, so you know, you have the scene kid, you have the goth, and then you have the emo right here. Or maybe that's the goth. Actually, I don't care anymore. Animal Crossing doodles here because I started playing Animal Crossing after that update came out, and I really liked that one dinosaur looking character, so I of course had to draw him. Skyward Sword Link here. I again messed up his lips. He's rocking a new Maybelline shade. That's a watercolor painting that I try to recreate from Your Name, but can you tell I'm not good at scenic paintings? Lo and behold, we've got the Steel Ball Run page. I'll go to this one first. Hot Pants is my favorite Steel Ball Run character, even though, spoiler alert, I didn't realize she died because of the way Araki handled her death. I did this with Crayola markers, and then another old watercolor painting of Nicki Minaj. It was that one meme where she was staring blankly at the camera or something. This is Jiro. Then we have Diego Brando. I'm really proud of how I handled the blue streaks. They're not even like blue streaks. I just use a blue color pencil to outline him, and I really like it. He just looks cool. Some more unnamed OCs, and then since Hot Pants is my favorite character, I thought one drawing would not be enough, so I had to draw her again. Watercolor, marker, and then I had some pink glitter tape that I think would suit her very well. I drew Prince here. I really like how he turned out. I think like one thing that I really learned when it comes to doing portraits with color pencil is that you shouldn't be afraid to use various bright colors because that can actually make your portraits pop. A Hot Pants watercolor drawing that I messed up. Red Dagger from Miss Marvel. Unfinished drawing. This was supposed to be Lucy Steele from Steel Ball Run, which I did with watercolor and color pencil. She actually looks more like Billie Eilish. Miss Marvel, I love her langa, she looks so pretty. Another Hot Pants dedicated page. Do you see that Hello Kitty scrapbook paper? Oh my gosh. Some old rose petals here. Found some old Crayola color pencils, so I just messed around with them. This is Rengoku from Demon Slayer. I tried to draw the album cover of Hardwired to Self-Destruct by Metallica. So here's the result. I met up with my childhood friend and I wanted to document the memory. So here's some more sketches that I did. We actually got into a verbal fight in front of the cashier over who's gonna pay. The cashier had to help us out. Whatever. Just cut that part out, please, if you're editing this. This was me designing a storyboard for my introduction. This was my movie ticket for Thor: Love and Thunder. Spoiler alert, it was a crap movie. I did these sketches of Kang Soul from Law School. Law School was actually the first K-drama that I ever watched, and I loved it all the way. This was a sketch from memory, and then I used a drawing reference for this one. Watercolor painting of Emma Chamberlain, admiring her coffee collection. You can also kind of see how black watercolor tends to fade with this type of sketchbook paper. I did this one from memory. I was practicing my blending skills, so I drew Fat Yoshi, a penguin wearing a Nicki Minaj wig. I was trying to figure out proportions here. I could not figure it out. I think one of the factors was the fact that I had a small sketchbook. sketchbook ideas here. I tested out some chalk pastels. Another watercolor painting I have of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. I was gonna do a full page of the turning red characters, but only ended up doing Priya. I like how I did her eyes though. I just slapped in my 2 other OCs here. That shirt doesn't really match. I saw this one picture of Billie Eilish wearing like this Powerpuff Girls inspired outfit. I wanted to recreate it somehow, and I just don't like it. Sometimes you draw things and you don't like it, and honestly, that's okay. We've got Red Velvet. I wanted to figure out how to fix the proportions of realistic color pencil drawings. I did the grid method, and then I marked the colors that I was gonna use. I first laid down a layer of marker, and then I just shaded it with color pencil. I think it turned out okay-ish, I guess. Her mouth does not look right, but I did my best. More random sketches that I don't want to explain. I did these on the plane. This was a Pinterest reference, another Pinterest reference. That's supposed to be me, and then this was a chocolate muffin I had. I tried to recreate that one scene of Kamala from Miss Marvel, but I messed it up, so I never completed it. Miss Marvel page! I'm really proud of how this one turned out. I've got some more sketches of Kamala herself. The TV series changed 95% of the comics. I honestly don't know why this show got so much hate though. I don't even know what's going on. I just drew whatever came up in my mind. And y'all know who this is. I drew Tyler the Creator's mugshot right here. This is a self-portrait. I drew myself holding a blue cat, even though blue cats don't exist. Some more random sketches. I actually changed the color scheme of the OC that I drew earlier. Hold on, let me see if I can find her. This one, she used to have purple hair, but now she has red hair. Bro went through a whole color change. Random watercolor painting. Agretsuko. I finished the entire series and I loved it. Followed like one of those flipbook tutorial things on Pinterest, and it looks pretty cool, but it doesn't flip all the way. I tried to make a sticker with a magazine cutout and clear tape. Random sketch. I did a Kakyoin version of that official art of L from Death Note. I really like how this one turned out. I hope to make it into a print in the future. Wall sample right here. Tickets to Spider-Man No Way Home. And then we have Wednesday Addams. Yes, I did hop onto that art trend. I thought the show was okay. I liked watching it, but I feel like her hair could have been a lot darker. I did this one with crayons. That's supposed to be Billie Eilish. Very scrumptious looking birthday cake. I started this one sketch, but I never got around to finishing it, and I'm glad I never did because the drawing on the next page completely bled through. That's supposed to be a cat that's crying. I recreated the Sour album, but I drew my OC. Again, this was done with watercolor and color pencil. This is my OC wearing her traditional clothes. I like her eye color, not gonna lie. Oh, we have my avatar drawing that I did. I followed a drawing tutorial for this one, and then I did a full detailed color pencil drawing, and I love how it turned out. They were showing the first movie in the theaters months before the sequel came out. I just went in the movie thinking it's gonna be a waste of my 3 hours, but no. Avatar was one of the few movies that I was actually so genuinely invested in. Best 3 hours of my life for real. And when the sequel came out, I ran to the theater. I thought the sequel was pretty good, and I had to draw that iconic scene where he was flipping them off. Oh my gosh. Freddie Mercury sketch, never finished it. He looks like Lord Farquaad. On the last page of my sketchbook, we have another Wednesday Addams sketch and some more random stuff that I glued in here, and this concludes my sketchbook. Wait, let me readjust that here. It was quite an adventure drawing in the sketchbook. Look how filled this looks. Like, I'm honestly so proud of myself for this one. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I know this is my first video, and I feel like this video is gonna be quite long when I edit it, but I hope this gives you some drawing inspiration. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.